Hello, everyone. This is Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers, day 109 in our 365-day free challenge, where we go live for 365 days to talk about healing back pain for good, but also living a fulfilled life through 10 daily holistic healing habits. We are in a period where we talk about hacks or the baby steps. I'm giving you practical steps, practical exercises, methods, and so on to take to each habit. And these steps or methods or whatever you call it is for everyone. Anyone can do these. The advice that I give you, the methods, the steps, anyone can do that. But also they are going to make a huge difference in your lives if you begin to implement them. Okay. Today it's the 9th of the 10 daily holistic healing habits. And it's about use spiritual daily reminders every day and throughout the day. So first of all, I want to show you. I have a smartphone. It's an Android, and I use my Google Calendar. Don't know if you could see anything there. No, you can't. And for example, I have in my smartphone, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them as a reminder in my calendar. 5 spiritual reminders that and they make a sound if my smartphone isn't on no sound, and silence that is, and but it also shows up in the display. So every time I look at my phone, I could see that I have something there. I have missed something. And then also, so the Keep app, it's also from Google. The good thing about this, I'm going to try to show you. I don't know because it was really bad. There you go. You might be able to see something. The 10 daily holistic healing habits. And then there are boxes that I could tick off. For example, be present, give and share, be in contact with my true self or the highest consciousness, spiritual input, and so on. All of them are here. And they are also as many times as I want to do them, focus on them. For example, breathe, I have 2 of them, diet, the 3 of them, and so on. So this is very good because then I could tick them off and they go just down here. And then I could untick them and I could use this over and over and over again. And so I really recommend both if you have a smartphone, most of us do. Use the Google Calendar or the calendar in your phone to have notices on the screen, but also making sounds if you're able to have that on. I don't use that unless I'm home. But then also the Keep app. So you could tick things off and you could untick them and you could use them day and in and day out. Those are my biggest and I should say, how should I put this? Having the reminders, use them to remind me to focus on the things that I want to focus on instead of listening to the ego has meant everything to me in the way that before the 10 daily holistic healing habits, and especially this habit was introduced to me from the highest consciousness, I was starting off every day just fine because I did my meditation. I read the spiritual and transformational books. I exercised. And so on. So I did many of the 10 daily holistic healing habits, but I didn't know that they were 10 and so on. But so I almost always had a magnificent morning. But then throughout the day, when I became stressed out, when I listened to the ego, when I listened to negative people around me, and so on, my vibration like this, sunk, sunk like that. And so the daily reminders helps me to, oh, again, oh, I should remember to do that, or I should remember to think like that. I should remember to focus on that instead of other things. And also to have something that you do to get you back on track. And you try to do it with something that you're already doing. For example, I tried to have some kind of thankfulness habit around drinking tea because I drink quite a lot of tea. But that didn't work out at all. I forgot it all the time. Um, but then I tried to have it as soon as I go to the bathroom. And that works so well at work because I have really tried to implement that. So at work, it works really, really well. Every time I wash my hands after I've been to the bathroom, then I focus on something. Usually I put my hands on my heart chakra and ask the highest consciousness for help to help me to feel a special feeling. And mostly that is either inner peace or a joy of life, mostly joy of life. But at home, I forget to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's the way it is. So there are three advice today. Use the Google Calendar or some other calendar in your smartphone. Use the Keep app. It's it's a service from Google as well. And there you could tick off things that you do throughout the day that you want to be reminded of. And then have a habit, use a habit that you already have that you're doing throughout the day, and then implement some kind of focus or inner game, or you say something positive to yourself or something that helps you to focus on your healing instead of and fulfilled life instead of listening to the ego and the other turmoil around you. Okay? Tomorrow, the last hack, the last baby step. Okay? Hope we see you then. Much love and blessings. Bye.